Hey everybody, Andrew Reynolds with FindYourFuels.com with another helpful tip today. And actually we're not even going to go for a question. I'd just like to clarify something to make sure some of you don't go off the deep end. And basically this is a concept that whether if you've worked with me professionally or you've been watching these videos for a while, you might be tempted to think that this is what I'm actually telling you, which is to be a natural. I'm actually advocating for quite the opposite. Though I believe in focusing on the things that fuel you and leveraging those to the benefit of everybody around you, if you slip into the concept of being a natural, some very bad things are going to happen. One, you can either be very big-headed about it and think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, or if nothing else, you can be kind of tone deaf with the people around you, not knowing how hard it is for them to replicate your results. But if nothing else, you slip into this mindset that this is easy, or this is something that I just kind of do as naturally as breathing. Now, it does feel like that to you, but if you allow it to just rest there, you can easily become one of the most repulsive team members and people to work with. Because most people's experiences, all the good things in life are things I have to work for. So if you begin to advertise and market yourself as someone who does this naturally, it's very abrasive. So in order for you to overcome that, I have some quick steps that I want you to do. But first and foremost, this might be a little bit easier, but really think about this. Accept your strengths. Accept the things that you're naturally good at. People can see that you have an above average appetite and you have an above average capacity and skill in a certain area. Don't downplay it. That may be the very thing your team needs you to do. But on the other side of things, kind of step two, is accept your weaknesses. Because the end product is you feel more human, especially if there are areas where you have kind of superhuman abilities, so to speak. If you accept your weaknesses and showcase them, not in a way to defer responsibility, but by taking the initiative and accepting the responsibility that certain things need to get done, I'm not even telling you to fix your weaknesses. I'm saying partner with other people. If you're not very warm with people and you're much more of a get-it-done, cracking salesperson, admit it. And seek out the people within your reach that can help fill in that gap. They'll feel needed and they'll grow closer to you because now you seem a little bit more human. Because the more talented you are, the more it is easy for people to think that you're being put up on a pedestal. So if you step off that pedestal, say, look, yeah, I find my way around these kinds of activities and I hope I'm serving other people well with them. People tell me I'm good at it. They can think what they may. But you know what? Honestly, there's areas where I could really use your help. Now, to really put the icing on the cake for this, it's great that you accept your talents. It's fantastic that you accept your weaknesses. But let's not talk about changing towards a more professional version of ourselves if we're planning to increase. Let's talk about growth. Because in my line of work, I've come to the conclusion that most people don't change. At their core, their habits, their preferences, what they're magnetized toward is pretty consistent through most phases of life, especially in your working years, as they say. I think you should never retire, but that's a whole other segment. But basically what I'm telling you is to move your verbiage and your tone and your approach towards growth. And that comes as a great compliment, because if you're accepting your strengths and accepting your absences, I don't like to say weaknesses, I'd rather say what is basically just not there, it still creates kind of a static proposition. And one thing about humans, we all want to be pulled towards the infinite. We all want to expand. Many of us think of changing, leaving behind the things that we are and becoming something else. We really don't like that. People back away from something, but if you once again, in our three-step process, if you accept your strengths, if you accept your absences and find others and create interdependent relationships, but if you really want to accelerate that, show your commitment to growth. Talk about growth. Because we all come at things from different angles, we all have different strengths and absences, but really one thing we can all share, as different as we are, is that we're committed to growth. We're not going to change who we are, but we're going to become better at it every day. Hope that's been a help. If you have any questions on that subject, of course let us know. Feel free to subscribe. It's just easy. Just click down there. Super simple. Anyways, we'll see you soon, and we'll see you next week. Bye.